So I've just finished filming this week's YouTube video, and I'm gonna warn you, I am up and down in it because I was using my laptop to get facts. We decided to keep it as it was because, well, as you can see, I was pretty angry and I don't think I'm gonna get the same level of anger again. So I do apologise that it is a bit up and down with myself and a little bit in shadow, but we think it works really well as an artistic choice. So yeah, without further ado, I will take you to the footage we've just shot. Bye! Hello, my name is Ange, otherwise known as Pumpkin Geek, and this week I'm a little bit pissed off. Why? Well, it's time to talk austerity and how it has been one mass experiment on humanity that has failed. And this is from the government's own reports. So, 47% of children in single-parent families now live in poverty, and that's around twice the relative poverty in coupled families. There are 2 million single parents, and 55% of them are in work. Why are working single parents? In fact, why is any working parent facing poverty when we are in one of the 6th richest countries in the world? That is just disgraceful. Even more disgraceful is government statistics revealed that 4.1 million children are now living in relative poverty after household costs compared with 4 million last year. So that's gone up 30%. That's like 30% of the children in this country right now are living in relative poverty. Like, that seriously pisses me off. Like, the Conservative government needs to get out of the Tower of country and like start living in the real world, because their policies are now affecting the next generation as well. We already have like my generation, which is like wasted youth. You're complaining that millennials are useless because of because of like how they've been brought up, and now Gen Z are facing the same. It is just absolutely ridiculous. Another fact for you: almost 79,000 families are staying in temporary accommodation. That is stuff like hostels, B&Bs, you know, where they haven't got a stable roof over their head. Those kids who are already going to be affected in education. Oh, and if that isn't bad enough, they have now had their school dinners taken away from them as well. Well, believe on which side you believe, but you know what, I'm going to believe the Labour lot over this, because, like, Conservatives need people's votes right now. And as of autumn 2017, the number of rough sleepers counted was estimated at 4,751. That is 4,751 people sleeping on the streets of Britain, estimated. That's just an estimate. It's probably more. It's just like, it's absolutely, it's disgusting. I really do find it disgusting that we have this. And again, that has gone up 15% from this time last year. It's like, Conservatives, you really need to get a grip of this. Over the last 8 years, all of these numbers have kept on going up and up and up and up and up. So much for this austerity, and we are all in this together, bollocks, because the only thing people, like working class people like me, are in together is more poverty, more deprivation, more waiting times on the NHS, more food bank usage. It's just, let me give you a fact about food banks actually. The number of users Trussell Trust, so that is just one provider, has increased from 41,000 to 1.2 million users of food banks. Now they estimate that is 555,000 users in 2016-17, but that doesn't reflect the total number of people using food banks. That is just one food bank provider. That does not account for the fact that schools are having to set up food banks, churches, community centres, councils are having to set up their own food banks. It just makes me want to scream. You know, austerity has failed us. The NHS is in ruins. There's more people living on the streets. There's more people having to use food banks. The quality of jobs, even though the numbers of people in work have allegedly gone up, I would love to see what kind of work they're actually in, because I bet it's low paid, 0 hour or part-time jobs. Because there is no decent jobs, because the Conservatives have just wiped everything out. Anyways, I'm going to keep this short because I can feel myself getting sweary. But yeah, austerity's failed, Conservative are wankers. I've been Ange and I'll see you next week.